The Catominium is in progress. So we started out with stone, but we had used this wire, and then we put tie wires in between the squares because, you know, that's very cheap, and this is a little bit expensive. Matting, steel matting they call it. I think we call it hog wire, and it's bigger than chicken wire. It's 2-inch squares. So we had it only that to there with that wire, and Reg is the native cat that we have. He was able to get out. He was in here for 2 days, but he found his way out. And I believe he climbed up this tree, so we put a wrap around it. It's not attractive, so I'll do something different, but for now it will suffice. I believe he climbed up this tree on the inside, because I told him previously no trees on the inside. Climbed up that, and there was a hole right there where he could get out. It was 4-inch wire, a 4-inch hole in the wire, and I believe that's how he got out. Not sure, but he climbed his way out. So had to take the door back off. No, we still have the door on there. I don't remember if they said they had to take the door back off to redo it or not. It seems like they did. But anyway, that's ankle iron going up, holding the rest of the door, made out of rebar, welded together. And that's what we had at our house for the small Catominium. This is 16 by 16, 32 square feet. So when I told them we got to redo this, I just went, paid for the steel matting, and told them to take this all down. So didn't affect the roof any, of course. And I bought the concrete posts. I think they're $2.35 a piece, $2.50 a piece. So about $4.20, something like that, for these posts, concrete posts already made with rebar inside of them. And it's looped on the inside, it's just not one rebar. I only have one coming out, but it's looped on the inside. So when I told them we have to redo all this so the cats can't get out, they said, well, it's going to take a long time if we continue to do it with stone. I like the stone look, but it's like, if we use concrete hollow block, it'd be a lot faster. So that's what we did. And they were able to do the hollow block yesterday. They're almost done. He's doing some fill on the hollow block. So that's a lesson learned. Don't cut corners, because just end up costing more money. I'm sure we can use this fencing for something. Chicken coop. I don't know if we'll have chickens on this property, but so we'll use it for something. And I decided afterward, it's dark today. It's like it might rain at some point. I decided, instead of just having shade here, because the sun comes up right there, instead of just having shade here, let's just cover the whole thing. The cats will get plenty of sun as the sun rises and sets, and they'll appreciate the cover. And that way we don't have to worry about the food getting wet, cat food getting wet, and so forth. So it's the Catominium, 16 feet by 16 feet. So we're gonna get bamboo. They couldn't buy it yesterday, or they would have put it up. They couldn't get the bamboo, so today we're getting the bamboo. I don't think we'll get the nippa on today. I'm not sure. We'll see. The nippa is the roofing. all natural roofing. I like the natural look. I like the stone look better than the hollow block, but the hollow block serves a purpose, so, and it doesn't look bad. So we'll get the cat safe sometime, hopefully today, but we don't have to have this section of roof done. Just need the steel matting up high enough where they can't get out. And then it's quite a descent from here, and this dugout's where the house will be, and we're going to dig back another 10 feet. That's where the house will be. The septic will be out in front of the house, underground of course, and that will be make the flow very nice, because we'll have a steep angle on the conduit coming directly into the septic system. And then I don't know if the camera, I'll try to hold the camera straight so you can realize the drop that we have here. So that's the little rest house, 8 feet by 8 feet. The workers use that. And this will be the driveway. Fortunately, both of my vehicles are 4-wheel drive. The little blue mini dump truck, Suzuki, and the Ford Ranger, 4-wheel drive. This will eventually be concrete. This is all dug out from up there. We're going to filter it across, and here it will level off more. In this area it will level off more. We'll level it off here because we'll be digging basically underground here in this area. Or that's the plan at the moment, for the garage to be underneath and the entrance to the living room and so forth. So we'll be digging that out, and we'll might create a wall with some of the dirt. We might have to haul some of the dirt away. We'll see. There's a lot of land over there where we can filter a lot of dirt out. So this is a little rest house. Store some tools in here. Get 2 of the cat houses in here. One of them's still at the house. We have 4 cats, 3 from the US, and 1 native cat that we've had for 7 years. I rescued as a baby. Was going to die. This interestingly is a canal. It's not flooded right now because they have a shutdown for 15 days to work on the canal. Shut down for 15 days to work on the canal. But usually is flowing about 8 inches deep of water. And before they start it back up, I'm going to clean the dirt and the leaves out of at least my section, and probably some of this section here, because this is the edge of my property right here, this pen. And this is the entrance to the driveway coming from the road. For now, a bunch of this stone. This is a drainage ditch. This is a drainage ditch, goes all the way down through here, all the way down through there, all around. That canal, you can see all the greenery right there. That's the canal running across. It also runs across these fields here to feed these rice fields. It helps flood and feed the rice fields. Some of the drivers that work right behind me. I made friends with those guys. One of them ran the backhoe here for me. Did the excavation. Here comes another one. Here comes 2 more. Friendly fellows always blowing the horn when they go by and waving. There's a big thumbs up there. They're developing the land here. I'm going to put in a small housing area here. Hello, Mayan Buttag. They're always very happy when I say Mayan Buttag, so I'm speaking their language. They get very enthused when an American learns a little bit of their language. So we have plenty of mango trees. That's the canal. I'm standing down on the road, and the property is up there. So I'm guessing that we're about 40 feet up. So view from the road, that will be the driveway. It's 18 feet wide, and put some of these big rocks and fill in there, and I'll bring the little dump truck, fill this full of stone. It will be concrete, but for right now it'll be stone, so I can get the trucks up there and across. We're creating lids out of steel for here and for there. I had to get permission from the local water management district to cover these, and they gave me permission. They said that's no problem at all. You have to drive up your driveway, just cover them up with steel, as long as it doesn't interfere with the water flow. We don't mind. They haven't said anything about us filling the drainage ditch up with stone, rock. So those rocks will go here and fill in all the dead spots, bare spots. And I'll fill this up with stone. That way we'll be able to drive up it. Unfortunately, where I got the crushed rock, it has way too much river rock in it. Because whatever siphons out is 3/4 they use. So crushed and river gets mixed together if it meets the grade, which is 3/4 inch. Don't ask me how some of the 1 inch, 1.5 inch gets in there, but you know, it's probably some cheap screen they use. So that will be my driveway going up, and it will curve and go toward the house. That's where we're at right now. I'll have this all. That's our retaining wall. We'll backfill that with stone for drainage. And I'm gonna level all of this so it's at a 45, or in some cases it'll have to be a 70-degree incline. But we're going to scrape all this at a nice angle, and it will be filled with either grass or hedges or something pretty. This is the little rest house that we built. I'm very disappointed in the color, that the sun has faded it. It's only been up for 2 months, and the sun has faded it already. This is our view. It looks even nicer when you're up on the hill. Mayan Buttag! Everybody talks to you when they ride by. Nice people. So that's where we're at so far. Comes around a sharp curve here. The road here is pretty good. Pretty good road. It goes straight into the city. Well, not straight in. You have to take a left just before you go into the city, but that's recently harvested, and this is recently harvested rice fields. Lots of mango trees. I think we have 3 or 4 mangoes and 1 coconut. And of course the wife is going to plant several more. We'll plant them on the back side over where they get more sun. Everything here gets sun, but everything in the center is low light because there's lots of trees in there. Anyway, that's so much for today's information.